Munome metesen. Usha me yama me credit worthy. It says it we trust me because they become makoto ensuo bi in the past, mato way in the past. Makatua me twetwa nyina no it send me dimra so ye. Ma anya miss payment bia. Enti ni nyina wa anya miss payment na build credit score.
Yeah, I be say 1D40.
1D40. Okay. So now, ohwe ni nyina wie ye no. And now see Debbie or you also okay. Na wo so you okay because na you middleman. Eti we okay now we me too. Na fair na wo de me details. E be kwa koma Honorable Kokofu as a banker. Na banker no e ho ne yekobo busia na free. Eti busia na yekobo free Honorable Kokofu ho no. Se Honorable Kokofu this report now the brand on kwa no so I verify after say any of systems the almost kuta e pepepe.
Okay.
Oti ase awia de obayan say bank no e sika na about through you. No the akoma producer. Car na auton na mobile phone na auton no. Ye tua ne ka fully. Wa bra anya me na me kotua.
Okay.
It is ye tua ne ka wia ono odi ni dwa. Ni dwa e koso. Now me de ka through you to Honorable Kokofu which is the bank. Eti now no so why you adwuma wie afi abeka me ne Honorable Kokofu e na edili eti now no bank no e na metua omo temi sika no because all the my bank accounts akoma omo sika ni nyina aye ne direct debit and standing order enti ho no e ko direct nya me kra na me kotua na ma default enti omo beteten nkakra kopim se ye bewie na se ye wie sa kwan no so na hwe lawyer asema me kan ma me be a midwife me kanu krache on ne dia so nyina ne se na nka obetimi anya 1 bedroom house bi apartment na nka onya baabi ne mmade omudin ato eti ato omo wu ko omo anya bi.
Okay.
Obi a teacher, obi a nurse, obi a taxi driver, obi a carpenter, obi a mason. The moment you build this credit record na ebeye papa. Wutimi save sika. Hwe benefit bia ne any insurance obi a ewo a me pese you go through. Se sia me no kase uko public sector. Edi enti na nipa atua bribe wo tua why because eniema ye kwa to no TV na me pese me to. Esese me nya sika na me de ko. Me pese me ko to fridge. Esese me nya sika na me de ko. Me pese me ko nya mobile phone. Esese me nya sika na me de ko. Eti se me sana tie dia. Esese me nya sika free baby. Because market ya idi tua me nso me anyway. Ana manya bi adi.
How different and a credit system when a from ye had it say high purchase. Say bia me mahuka bia me pesemito. Na mako a Kessben ho so multi credit many more save wa bosumi bia makatua efaha. Mo ye assessment a bia samo makatua megie no say 5 years ena mo se mo de bet sa car no sika ebia bosumi bia ne mo bet no embro half of ebia katua mo de mame nti mo calculate sika mo de be ma car no ona no any interest a mo de beto so a ebia within 5 years no na mo betimi atiti sika na emma me so me nkwa ahoyehia mpi at the same time no I will own the car, I will use the car in the joint names of ebia multi credit enemy and to say a bet sika na wi na fe Kessben and a multi creditor transfer e de abamidim ene ne awo kan difference be
difference e wo mu ne say multi credit na wo kana sem no da bia ba bi ogina na ogina but if you build good credit reference auto ade bia utia it also reduce your risk in terms of interest payment.
Okay,
it I know the interest payment na nka first multi yine ma wo no na utia no standard no this time because of say we are very credible and trustworthy person no ya jiwudia to extend say ama wo kaya interest na nka bia utia gu car no so no afi now no ya jiwudi ama afi eba fom untia higher than the way a high risk person. So we a high risk we interest kosoro and we a low risk we interest utia so eba fom but the benefit e wo mu pa ni bi and say and now me no ka say enkwala ewo ma we mu a younger generation lawyer me sure say wo ma ma wo mu dudu a etwa ewiase ne Ghana ho nyina asie ya ye mama ye wo amanoni yen yawo ebinum awo bi sankwala ni nyina emrantie ne mabawa sorry emrantie nse da ni omunya so what Ghana has is here I'm being very honest mobile phone ti obi pe iPhone Pro obi per this, obi per that. Onisika or the betonti. They fall victims in the hands of many men. Obi obetimi atofo no na odi aiden. Adia dininya. Na oninti sabio obaye no one nam kwamboni bi so sa nipa kro no enye ne na koma mu dofo ebi kra openo no nanso so ahunye hia nti na ne ho akodim na yesisi no se abaya no ye na dwuma na ampa okọ na dwuma na oba okọ na office na oba okọ dwam na oba na otimi nya sa credit ne build wi ampa enne ono abetimi ayeden akọ ono an iPhone Pro otuatua no nkakra yewura baumia ade we ode aba no lawyer enne mesre ganafo ade no na ama abrochefo no de nti ayetimi mane sika brafie adi bitimi beto asase adi bi besi dan ebeto dan amasi enua bi kra na eko school ayetimi kotua bibi boa no anaso se eba bi na yare ya na ye ofase bi maami bi kwa honhia mu a yetimi eba boa no eye saa pepepe na abroche life no etie because ye mfise sika na ye nya ni nyina emfa nkonkoto eniema mfa maye etie wura baumia pese wo kire se akontuo na yetuo na ye kwa ye kobre bebrebe no ene kranka Ghana kra ye njai na yan so yentimi nya the same status of standard na of living na abroche for wono na yan so yentimi nya bi emfa ma yeden ye ho eti ene lawyer oba tan bi odwam enya dan na opese oto keke asase keke mpo na opese oto asase na ono aye ne nkakra so wo good credit reference to send ya kan ye rabawumia kana when you go through the same processes we are uti dwem kra wo ton ade en titru kra wo de afa omu ni se wo se dwem forma no omu yesusu saka ho omu timi etuatua sika mankofo na omu de atosusu ni nyina wo timi de baw record no so because ye bisa wo income na eno ka ho bi it is all the
credit reference bureau
of course it is eno ba mu pe na bi kra ye hwe wo income no e wo he so me tosusu so wo lawyer ho eti ho no bosum wi ase na unya minya 2000 ho o se okay no so abeka wo income no eti ye hwe no dia ye hwe ni nyina ne se obosum ya katua na unya no ye adekro na opesa wo to no say ye fridge say ye mobile phone say ye TV ye hwe ye no okay ya check usika unya na bosum bia ye 1000 fridge na opesa wo to no ne bo ye 200 bosum bia no de ye bete wo no eno no de ebeto no no ene ye hwe wo expenditure no so da bia wo spend e bia 700 e wo 1000 Ghana na wunya aye ni mu ene kwa abonten eti da bia ye hu se wonya 3 consecutive months na previous one ye de check no ye hu se wunya 300 e wo mu emfaso na ye de aka ho no si hu ni nyina de aka ho nyina no u TV na akoto en de aba de omo no ka kire wo ne se wo betua 200 Ghana cedis a month eti ye hu se ye ukoti 200 Ghana ni free mu be sa ka 100 Ghana eti wo betimi atua ampa ye de amount okay ndako asem no
no case close of a K ena wanya adaje achechre sa credits systems credit score system any kwan be fa so a ebe sesa ye standard of living ewo Ghana say o standard of living no ya na ankane no Abraham Maslow num time na say food clothing and shelter say no ndema pi every ma aye wenti no index and as a mix aye de kekabuma ye de determine o standard of living no say no bucket of enema no and as a basket of items no adoso but sad we know ade asa na o kan betumi aboa na watimi say ukra ebia enka ska bia de koto TV nko a ebetumi spread am wanya enema be for 5
of course
so that there won't be too much stress on you so that enema betumi
lawyer mama nka sem tutu obi
last one na bisobri abana ye fa success
lawyer eno kreni abato aye ba beto no this particular year way
December ya akabe 90
me personally
something days per
I believe say
93 days
as I say yeah sense of policy direction as I say Ghana my man so to me benefit free mu na what share MPP for young kwana de bia ye bebebia we speak and talk about and niema say ma Ghana for a harriwom. This is more than a social intervention, the best ever that can happen to Ghana. Okay. And I am pleading with Ghanaians that enye sabio and kokon kitenkete any prekon kitenkete any night club ye be no 24 hours. Oh yeah, baby. Enye no and yedim ebetima titire Ghana man mesre Ghana for say womuni yemra baumia ni na niema na wo no mu a esese etimi ba abonti ampa no ene yen nyina yentie ofakene na yento aba no yemfre yenuanom yen mohu dawro yen ayaba mu abu a yefo say party no krampo ahete yen minister bi yefre no wamfa maba mu abu mesre wo mo lawyer oni die mu mesre wo fidie yi so wankasa nso so koye moa na ka kire mo se obia ma nya adwobre yemfo yen woni campaign mu na yemoa na MPP and sustaining sa agenda 111 no for long term looting program looting program on the 14th. Okay. And you hear no so nyame ya aduma ye last program so 28 of this month and no ni nyina me wo ho ye wie ya lawyer na msa no te ha na fe ba ni afi ya be looting program no obe ba bia ka kire me me ye me yi your friend say looting program obe ho me wo ho no further comment no further comment and looting baso den chama free from chiao only woman organizer athlete any organizer Kobe any woman makani nyina the entire executive everybody in looting adwuma mo yemi wa nyina medimani o ma for your platform no access so eti nyame kire o mu nyina beda say ofake enwumbre chairman of the new patriotic party ewo United Kingdom and awate nenka enwumbre obekire credit score system no as our special guest Pabcho approach campaign managers approach take your seat now okay he is now acquitted and discharged on punch. He is acquitted and discharged to go and sin no more. Okay, so Dr. Henry Kwabena Kokofu said the medical akano oha. Mr. Prince Obri Yeboah, a banking consultant and policy analyst, ewoha enyumbre. Yebeto to adwin ediafa the main policies and programs aba nansan leading to election 2024. Now we say Ghana for the one and it was a guiding as we prepare to go and then vote in December. Your test line no 0551 599 933. Just send me a text or a WhatsApp message. 0551 599 933 is our WhatsApp or our text line. Okay, messages Pina about Hamad don't worry, I'll read the messages as we progress to the program. Okay, so Brad Prince.
Lawyer, thank you.
Mike can solve me.
Lawyer, thank you.
Thank you. Now, bomb to say. Okay. Cool. Always looking fresh.
Learning from money.
I said, Beba. Who's your female?
Papa.
Now, on Sadifa. Oh, Sadifa. Oh, dog. Oh, okay. Dog, Memoajo.
Coded message.
Dog, Bacho, Memoajo.
Lawyer. Lawyer, thank you.
I thank you. Thank you.
How
far when you bring
But
I mean, there's a simple, a simple dressing way. There was the
I know, yes. I'm Pampa. Michel. My family.
What dressing? What's that dressing?
Evergreen refusing to. My Michel.
So that dressing,
Banker. Odo ho kobodo.
Orabo.
Oye lawyer o.
Etina otwe madwin si so a. Ma hwe me send fast.
Oye lawyer o. Nti e ka me no dia.
Okay, so RF4 ne etiefo enwumbre send mo hwe punch jumade no. Our special guest is acquitted and discharged of a case obechire and senum ede amaya. Now back to the studio with this new patriotic party, His Excellency the former His Excellency the Vice President, not the former, the Vice President, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, is campaigning vigorously our Greater Accra region. The former President John Dramani Mahama is also vigorously campaigning our the Bono region. And some ben ena omo kachre Ghana for say yen fa sansem no nye susudua na yen toaba ema the party they represent and the members of parliament who are also contesting on the tickets of their respective political parties. And you bring major policies and programs by and two major political parties say a bit me asesa Ghana for the brabo ama Ghana and so adiye from 2025 for the next 4 years and then counting. Eti enyumbre enona ye menshase emfree Dr. Henry Kwabena Kokofu doc boko there what ones are when we as I church no are you still writing the exam?
Mama met here for near her for
church no say
Papa Banker job me more Chairman UK mo ajo papa ye wa santime muso de na otumfo santime yura one nananu matra konya unim se ne ohene kwaje award wo
okay course
ya na ese kame ho
so udua na DMC ko DMC
ma metese na no kat oya de
ya na so omo ye dinner special dinner nwumre
say ni ho kwa media my onso what is something ka caucus members Mate Samson ka
okay
regional minister by maintaining ka
okay
mayor so maintaining ka
okay
nti nana ya sebe maintaining ka
okay
bo lawyer Ohene Gyan maintain ka
oza
nti me bobo record this
I know where to get you so
me bobo record this and say nti afefo ne atiefo Ghana for New Patriotic Party ma enuanom a enwuma hodo wa santime mu ne Ghana memu mamu nyina adwo ye mane e ofa asefo a mugusu a musua homa na moko school na mamadwo won so a nsanu dwuma ene niema bi a eboa ewo nipa asetrem de friend skills development ne skills training no TVET no ne ade won sua nwuma ewo nwuma hodo mu magazine fitting, that's mechanics, auto mechanics, carpentry, masonry. Only that in the fapping. Nti umesiano koka ho ane chese eboa ye papa. Mo fancheme adofo ne nabusiafo. Munim se me we ye me enzeka fitade. So enzeka mse tuntum. Nanso isan se Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia flag bearer of New Patriotic Party, one Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe, running mate. Omudi New Patriotic Party and even Kunima Baninti, some said Messas, yes, if it are. Nti meyi eyitumana go kakra. Ni shefita they signify the victory coming. Na nkunimdie so eba emakwa. Ti se di onyame chawade na se otene wonsa na agye. Nti enwumre mbaya mebeka oho ene
Prince Obrieboa
na chairman so hai ni nyina ne Ghana fo akasa titru anuanu ma wa santemem se ye bia duru ho yesre se abatro no kakuma bi na jama abre ehuyɛ mɔbɔ na nea ɛwɔ biara no yɛnto aba mfama Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na minim so be sam die ntia
ye ba ho ba
do also me chire wa de
ye ba nti so bodu
ba na waje atum se be ka me ho so brim be ka me ho ama ya ne Ghana fo akasa so munyi ntumai
so program yam point iguso so the test line or our WhatsApp line 0551 5999933 is our test and our WhatsApp line. Just send us a test or a WhatsApp message. Prince, we are policy analyst. And you there when the policies home pa. Okay. Inti yenhwe why is there Robert die no policy. Now yenhwe policies and programs are yeko election 2024 attractive from the manifesto titro of the NDC. I would say they are fundamentally nebetimi aboa Ghana.
Lawyer, mama no wase na me sanchia yeti for any ahwefo nyina. The two leading political parties will be ad nanum nsem abetudwa ama Ghana for yashase edi ho abobo. Na o share the two main political parties here, NDC and MPP. Will be our headline message. Our dema ne you can say dema Ghana for sebeya umbeji atum. Mahama saying that resetting the country and Dr. Mahmoud Bawe say that bold solution. And Pempi minya kwenye mbuse ho say as a country challenge be na ye go through. See, intimi identify the fundamental challenges na you go through na. Ebe den say on the face of the messages no mo de aba no. Obi te say me den meji atum.
Okay.
Na according to Ghana Statistical Service, the biggest challenge or threat facing this country is youth unemployment. And we share the two manifestos na. Ubia try hard so by address this particular subject matter. In 2 tier NDC, they are talking about the 24-hour economy and said the Honorable AC Formusis here and a message or kaye it's about Kokone, Ponchini, Nenchinkitinkiti. Yeah, na
anymore.
Mete Minuamonase politically.
Okay.
But to be sincere with you, the context or the rationale behind that statement is about entrepreneurship.
Okay.
But toda and politics we try to trivialize that statement. As a country with the biggest challenge you face unemployment and yenim the current state of the economy, say 2022 budget didn't give us much room ebema abana create employment. Because in 2022 budget, Anna Abane shall say the debt exchange. And the effect of the debt exchange as a banking professional army, that's who was that. We share since that period now, our ability see a befendi pamuma in a way had been crippled because of Sika necessary jemu de ma buying emanity then if freezing on. So o percent o solve unemployment rate here. The first approach has to do with youth, kind of say entrepreneurship. And me sure say in the brains of Mahama, nessa no kind of sakwa, but it was something or try catch Ghana mabunu say. Emra so see nyina no ebesha se see ade ensa baby na o sha ni nyina na be bitmenya sika e dia start up a huge capital at the go. So you must start from somewhere. And we hear settlement now. The majority of us, in team krase. And then in fact, Emra producer frame. Na me nam me drive all the way from Akotia.
Hey, Kafra.
Ma bedru
Kafra.
Enti me nam typical villages rural areas me nsuo ne niema eko. So I am happy with the mindset or the tone of employment creation. Okay. Bijidi say if NDC is able to come up to make a better clarification, it will help. Now, the main subject matter of the 24-hour economy, I've always been a lover of that policy because Mekase, all over the world, ye ka 24-hour economy enye sector bia na run 24-hour economy.
Okay.
Many opportunity akọ Britain, mako Canada, mako US. Most of the advanced country menya kwan akọbọ shabu kakra eden aba. Only specific sectors of the economy ana womu betimi aye. Enti toda jovial lawyer mekase yeni ekwa yeni baabi dan yekwa nkofo ekoso a omuma nkwa adwuma anadwoa. Yenya baabi nyeden na enti na no kra no ye run shift.
Okay.
Eden ewo ho. And make sure my Ghana, I believe that after the next election, whoever emerges, that policy, Omaini nyina beji atum. And meka me kwa aba. Now I'm dealing with opposition party. And they say,
now we person dealing with opposition because Papa ya otiwe or no on can be more opposition.
Okay.
And then say, oh, one yeah, I don't no one can be a more opposition. Say na ya we do say honorable ya we do say na I was so bad when your code be terrible. And into one bum and Kabiam wa.
Originally, I was built to be tomorrow morning. I'm for Channel Panama.
I want to catch yourself in Kebimo.
Oh, I won't risk. Doctor, I won't risk because we're dressing out the way.
And we will blink, Papa. Senior. Say, we had the specific sector as they mentioned, like Habo, I ran 24 or be running, assuming say on your chance or be running 24-hour economy. O mine no, ya yeti bon cost watch. The Ghana Habo, a 1 in 4. When I say 1 in 4, countries here away yasuri na Burkina, Mali, Niger, by the grace of God, the nenya me pes or boa or my Ghana nti wa mu nyapo. Enti free nkra brem nyina no memi free offense line no ubehu anaka ne nenam ho a omo ba befa niema so se ye wo man a omu nipo a omu ye ha na omu beyi omu niema I am tempted to believe that yes e be running a 24-hour a very feasible and courageous decision because obi free Mali ba no oba beyi ni niema obekọ na ebebo 5 port so ayden wapon ese so okoda hotel na ade chia with all these charges enti na nyame pese ye run that project ni kurenti anu amfa po ni bia nkoto Burkina fo no
as on pa mo asem
na so on pa mo asem economics mu wa ma wo so comparative advantage bi o my Ghana nyeden eni bie enti se yeso ye pemo a edu stage bi a esese ekuo mu ho eyeden ekofa but and these circumstances ne de no person oboa yen enti if we have Mali, Burkina, Niger omu nyina ebefa omu niema afiri o my Ghana ma I think madwene me say after the next election what we need to do because already the demand is there a true administrative procedures and ne abeda bonten say Ghana's habo patronage yeden ekofom because of high charges in Tamu alternative. So if we are able to reduce the charges small, am I very competitive as compared to your peers here? If so I believe that it is workable and it is feasible.
Okay.
Even though enon kwanya dia eba solve the unemployment situation we need to go beyond just that portion. The bit that Papana said that was so happy. Let's forget about the political position. He used common sense approach to explain that 24-hour economy. And lawyer, for the record, both parties, MPP and DC, my print will be at the end of Menyada, Jakade, Afente, Nininaiden, Edahono. And Walkasano, he made a statement to be said, we a dressmaker and our rent store. Store na wa renting by the grace of God. Lawyer watari e shewi. Se wo de koma will be any doctor die se won pamma wa. Doctor se nyama mo high influence na ye mu be de kwa etimi di 3 months. Na nye den na nuru ye so. That same small building na wa renting no. You have several others so adwuma wi a omunya ba bi nye den empama de. So already the demand for a local dress aiden akosoro. So we can. And he explained, the air din womu ye atade pam ni twitwa. Once you're able to do that, you will be able to run that system 24-hour economy. For me, that common, I don't even see it as a policy advice, but it was a generous advice he was giving to the whole country.
Okay.
So when you look at it from that angle, I think that when it comes to employment, there is a conscious effort.
Okay.
I've heard about digitization. Also, lawyer Dr. Beko, but I also heard about 1,000 or something coding for the youth. Nina gears towards to meet the global demand of digital environment.
But I say, you're Prince Obri Eyebo. I'll come back to you now. You have other areas of interest. Now, Dr. Gofu, you have an area a chill system actually, no na. A Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, the manifesto, any MPP manifesto.
Yo, no, me das papa. Prince Akwaba, what bread?
I'm sure. It's on.
Hello.
It's on. It's so yeah. What done MC?
Prince Akwaba.
Doc me just
What bread? 24 hours economy. Whatever cat is who have a bread, papa. Well, Prince, can you be me person me correction kakra? Okay, say resetting versus 24-hour economy.
no resetting against bold solutions.
And bold solutions.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Me your correction kakra. Upgrade versus resetting.
Okay.
Bold solutions versus 24-hour economy.
Okay.
So I'm here be messy, but yam pese bibia messy. Pese bibia da na kwem. Yati hey. Ubetimi akase reset me telephone yi mame ana wo computer.
Sure.
Chese bibia wo su bia ne de wa ye nyina wo reset a ni nyina beko. Yes sir. But metimi de abase upgrade mame. Nyamin chade me nya bosia binti ma upgrade me die. Lawyer the any year still had a whole, you know. We know we deal with that.
There.
Me ma upgrade you.
There.
Ma upgrade nti ochina wa momodi upgrade e beja resettle. We are seeing me so.
Who's a beja to come? Me pass it bia.
Eti upgrade keke na honto ko anim. One say ubetua na mo beko anim abrabom bibibia ubesusu bibi nye nyina na be wie se ne awopɛ no enti drum pempenso bi a school kra yakoi minimanuanum bi o ha omu unim senya recently mo na mafo ya nka lawyer kransa na be use odi people teacher no ne ade.
Oh yeah, of course.
Go through
yes.
Nti obi start diploma na o upgrade no ho no people teacher no upgrade no do na ko school wo Wesley College no more upgrade o mo. They never reset themselves. No man reset it. Because me twa be na me kura na me offer ehun mobo no de mabe kumase ano ay kakra na maku school na manya diploma degree yen resettlement sam fa me nkwa kura ma me nkotwa be no obeboa me ama ma toa me diploma no so bi ode mbekọ wesco na makosua na bi ama be di teacher me di teacher ni mu ana me sua law kakra fe me ne beba me so na me lawyer e che say ma upgrade me ho to certain point. Yati anyina upgrade na mu ne away. 20 years ago na me nti say 30 years ago na me nti say me fi abrochire Germany Hamburg eba Ghana 31 years ene march ye twem 1993 me twa to also me the 20
moto ya ka kwantum no we Oni lumba na chapo moto ya ka kwantum
la ya benya asem na quarter form. So eti me ye imagine say esese me upgrade me ho ewo niam ahodo bebre mu sukukom adwumayem abrabom politics because that time we did politics apranke ewo Hamburg afena na yati German branch Mr. Jamna Eboano Adaroma 1992 93 eba So enti wo upgrade wo ho pim no akọ wanim saa na obia brabo obia ekonofa saa na oman so te sesia yeti hoi pre-colonial era abra na abrofo edi yeso eniem sede ne ye eniem afa sede na epegya eniem ye ye bibia afa titru ma memfa ahensem kra enye ahensem se ne nananom atra nkonwa si nkonwa eye bibia ne ade obia beji atum se emu apegya bedroom pempensuo bi a abefo nhihye ne niam ahodo abewurawuram ebi amana ya akono ebi nso so kra bi a amatumi ni bi abrase nom ne ade nti eye ubiye nkakrakra o upgrade o ho a na aba le o command kranso free hair command kranso atwemu akọ tepa mreda ne ne amakrom beti akokwan no unimo esem de okodako de wutwemu ana akọ tepa uduru anyina su a ufa benkum free wa na uduru mreda ne na afi waduru amakrom na wokọ beti akokwan na papa tiase na ne yekọ no bia 2 days na unuri free kumase na ekọ because uduru hwiba people na ubedi be na nsa ka team wo ho ne ateche ne ade no ekwan ti say ene ya upgrade ya from point a be drew 45 minutes na waduru nkran kumase kwan meni obia nya adwen da se as oman yenko yanim enya nokre baby ayeti na mo ye fra ha Kessben 20-30 years ago na nya se net
of course
maybe be different nemo meni obia so ya adwen se nka ye betimi akoyanim a chense se bia ye niema bi ya that one I agree enunti ana eguso a ye struggle na ye koyanim e wa amanyosem ni amaye enunti na political parties any leaders emerge ni ye kire ye ni so ade hunu ni ye kire de betimi aye enti ye gitum se ba bia ye free ba no ya kwa kudum pempenso bi indeed wo kasa wo reset oman a akonachi a ye hunu bim pompon so pen e wo mem under the so called revolution AFRC ni PNDC revolutions adwempa na won a edi yes adwumade ne ense oman na proud to pempenso bi a ense ya upgrade oman no just wo upgrade enye enti just say ya reset no enti ense ya de the men violence na ense ya de yaw ya de mrato nchen ya de bibia ato ho na ya de ya adwene ne ya koma ne ya bibia ne ya de ye semsusu se papa yi ye kutani adebone a mra kwa bibia mata ho na ye hunu hunsusu so ya de ye mfumso bebrebe kopim se ye manom na ne ye ne wo mu kasa na wo mu form the majority of your population na wo mu ho akohia pii no from 19 to is it 30 years sa bracket no oma nhunu bi omu anhunu bi omani anhunu se oman wo ho na aduru pempensu bi ne ye se oman no eniema ye nyina anyanti ye san sisemu akoyachi to the point say ye si ohiani ni sikani be ye pe ye se chese eniema hodo bebre
okay 40 years
40 years
81
yes no obia wo experience bibia no o mompa ye se binsi bie wuda in fact wa kra na etu anamon ne ade no dodo na enya nuhu se dabi nya saa na na ke su ahwe no enti sa bibi koso na o ma ho na ubie wa no na ase mere sete o ma na aye asem huhu
enye contextual enye in the context say if fundamentals no a weaker you cannot upgrade based on a weak fundamental but you have to go back and correct the fundamentals before you can upgrade. And there's our context now.
I don't need dangerous no. Fundamentals say wo ye wasi fie toilet wo fie ye miensa. Obi ni toilet wo ni fie. Nti ese e beje wo de no. Na ye twa wa chiri ma na ye na ne ne oni bi ne ye pe. Wo tontoma wo dwom obi susu ni ntoma nti yesese e beje wo ntoma ni nyina ne ye bonu donkomi ne hiaw na ne ne ono no su ni bi no eye pe just fundamentals no sana omuhun but ye dum pempenso bi a You say, me ma sitting munye, wo was sitting munye, so tia minia or dwelling on unemployment for the youth. Enti unemployment for the youth, no, enye ye near Jumama, ye youth, no, yasa. And no, as I say, I reset today. Yaje wo adwuma near the comma of Fro. And now yaje or no near the comobi. There be a so di near me go aquam. And until who upgrade one or honor was so on your adwuma no. Fano, a free street. One in Kasa say obey Siansa and Juma magazine ne tailoring faniko na fano kono kusia. Who upgrade no. Who pick who didn't jump and pencil be a whoopejano. Nia obetimi asua homa na mom opensa no dwuma mu homa asua no ono ne de ne TVET CODVET say your friend say vocational training who upgrade no and no a bold solution.
Okay,
bold solution ba ko ne say fa breba aba ma na ba ya no a wo ya babunu na oni adwuma ya na wo be wie school no mpo na ba bi adwuma wo no adwuma bi ani ho ne ad fa no na tete no wo IT ene sa digitalization ene manema yimu enti so wo ka wo disi wani so say me ye president me fa 1 million of sa mabuno no na ma treni wo mu a bold decision.
Okay,
bold decision ene say wo say so tie me nua bi ma sa ko port port operations. Sisia me no kase. Google na gapoha omu run shift. Sisia. Minim nipa or night duty. Sisia me no kase. Upese obi o kan kiro. Enti they are already running. Ekoso. Na mom tis okan. So wo pese traffic. Edoso wo ho. Passengers nom ne adeba. Na goods and services ba na business no koso wo ho na ebumu na afi obia ni ba no ho so se economy ayene kwa wo upgrade wo systems no na wo upgrade wo systems na ebi ni bold decision say taxes ni ade a amia aye sintidua na dollar esese wo ko uniema wo crowd niema ba esese ye de dollar ana ereti ma. Dr. Baumia say, me decision no you bold enough say dollar ne yem fa nya adwuma biem eye cedis. Afi tax ukutua ye be ni nyina prekope. Mo bia remfi. Say it was under NDC aban. Papa ya osi ensan to abama ne biewi. Ono aban ne ton port adwuma no ma adwuma ku a friend MDS. Ana enti Ghana for nimu a portu adwuma kuo no a ekoso ne taxes ne ne ma ye gigie no enye Ghana Bible tom na ebo tom private adwuma kuo a friend MDS yewura mahama ne ton de ma won no
aban ne ton ya na say
well ne penso na say aban ne see a friend say aban hospital it say Rich hospital aban na upgrade ye Rich hospital ya resetino aban upgrade eno no yewura mahama ka na achievement ye number 1 nti say achievement there and on the ton port operations de ma MDS.
Okay,
ana oye na nhihye enti wo ko ka kire MDS say 24 hours because 8 hours bia on change staff na staff from ranade.
okay,
We hear say adwuma no koso nipa de na niam ba bebrebe die na wo be ya na muntu be Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say me metete taxes no so mema ye ni lomi na togo de no aye pepepe anampo ye de kura be kofo ma chen no enti obi a o de na niam akofa togo bia o mefa Ghana ha afa mo bia ma ne yam nhihye no wo abrochira ho ahwanse dollar and ekosoro mema na ye flat rate a bold decision quickly mami wo se me nka bi mo mami member
no
25 world economy
no me ba
relax
dog me ba relax
yeah ayi Prince
doc
e kan sembi why ade e se na omobo abaso kakra o try no obre say 24-hour economy ni an Prince hey papa na ode na ade bae ono ankasa kasai e won manifesto Ghana fo nyina ate wiase nyina ate o se discotheque o se night club
discotheque say
o se 24-hour economy ye discotheque na me kra tete wedo disco bi obi o se night club enti ye night clubs no na 24 hours shift na omu
na wo do ko sis form no na ye mbo afternoon jam ana wan ko bi da
Cancer afternoon jam. Who the afternoon jam? Naka morning jam. There we are work night club. See, what the Ohene afternoon jam. Now they come morning.
He don't say we no mo afternoon jam.
Naka morning jam. Now we are night club. Now so ko night club. Now they kofra anopani we adwuma ye ni bibibia de bomu. I mean, we are kidding. We are I don't know here no. What can say be why are there? O si omumre biem na 24-hour economy no omume chire mu yie. Enti why yourself o computers wo hwe nkra wo kra wo nya convinced. Wona wo try so the flesh kakra be ka ho amu but no so kra nya ye.
Dr. Henry Kokofu M1 na obuano anyway. Okay. Maybe that's it. I'll come back to you. Prince, just relax. Mama, a few minutes. May read a few messages and then I'll come na ya twa nkomo twetwe so. Wadam for PV Gyan to also chia pa. PV so chia na men kan kiro say. Men kan kiro say we upgrade in sem na wo keka na de ha adwen.
Oko Wesley College.
Okay, so I it's a PV Gyan to Amichao Enyumbre Michao or request will be attended to. Why? One-on-one. I say the two of you will sit as when a prince say, well, then, oh, their friend, you cry, they prepare your move. No, you relax. Okay, so, just few messages, then I'll come back to the studio and then we will continue. Good evening to you, lawyer. Please kindly tap the Honorable Kokofu's shoulder for me. He's a bit far from me. He has done an excellent job by differentiating between MPP's upgrading and NDC's resetting. Nimako Dixon, Asante Agona sends us this message. So this one says, good evening to you, lawyer. I am Emmanuel from Wamfie. I've been following your program today, and it's so sad that we are living in a country where older people will take money from their respective political parties and then they will do what is wrong to the country. Okay, Emmanuel, no. Now this one is coming from so citizen Ima from Wenchi. Which of the message or today? Okay, it says, good evening to you, sir. The cost of living crisis Ghanaians face continues to bite hard while we have the chairman of the economic management of Ghana going around asking Ghanaians for their mandate, saying, when I come, I will alleviate your suffering. My question is, where is Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia today, and where is he coming from? Ghanaian electorates are discerning and will not fall for any empty rhetoric and shenanigans. Again, John Mahama and NDC as the party to take Ghana from the mess we find our economy today. Okay, so citizen K. Ima, when she sends us this and related messages, if time permits, we'll read them. Now, this was a good evening to you, lawyer. JDM is desperate for power, but he cannot get it because Ghanaians have seen his bad performance before. We, Dr. Bawumia, to rule Ghana. Ja Kingdom, Ashtown, sends us this message. This one says, Lawyer, thank you. Please ask Prince for me. What is the meaning of resetting? NDC doesn't know what they are saying. Are they coming to reset Ghana again? Oh, no. Jack Obuase. Now, Jack, what be that question? Oh, question, what they draw a conclusion. Okay. So this one says, good evening to you, lawyer. Greetings to Dr. Kokofu. Please ask the man in quote. He is Prince Obiri Yeboah. For me, is it true that Tema Port was sold during John Mahama's era? So now who caused them? The high charges of port duties. Is it not John Mahama? Ghana, we have a long way to go. But God day with day, still MPP, it is possible. Okay. This one is Uraku from Achim Oda sending us this message. Okay, so this one is, good evening to you, lawyer. I think the NDC manifesto has more plans and policies that will change the current economic woes. Lawyer, let's give the NDC the vote to build a better Ghana. DMB has nothing to offer Ghanaians again. Ghana needs to be reset. JDM is the right man for Ghana as of now. Thank you. Regards to your panelists, this one is coming from Prince Kwaku, Ahima Pig Farm, Accra. Thank you for your message. Suleiman from Tamale sends us this message. Says, good evening to you, lawyer. Do we have God-fearing leaders in this country, Ghana, at all? They should be prepared to account to God. Please, normally I don't want us to be emotional about it. We are discussing issues, so that part I will not read. The corruption is too much under Nanado's government. God save us under this regime. Okay, but rantings and cases don't expect me to read. Look at how MPs are struggling in Parliament today. We should release that voting for an independent candidate. Okay, I'm sure you want to say we should realize that voting for an independent candidate is a vote for NDC, period. Let's vote for DMB. From PS Michael Apia. Okay, this one says, good evening to you, lawyer, NPP, and Dr. Baumia, all the way. The man who is speaking to represent the last time I listened to him, he said that without industries, there will be no 24 hours economy, and it should be aligned with one district, one factory. Bright Takwa sends us this message. Bright, I have put him in a very difficult situation today. I've given him an assignment to speak on behalf of the opposition. That is what he's doing graciously for me. Good evening to you, lawyer. The former president and his NDC party have nothing for the Ghanaian people. They should give us a break. Erica, we are back for Dema Tano South sends us this message. And this one says, good evening to you, lawyer. God bless you for, okay. Okay. We urge all MPP supporters to engage in serious public evangelism campaign to win more souls for DMB in December 7 presidential elections. We can't afford to reset the gains made, but rather we have to upgrade the economy, especially in the areas of education, healthcare, road infrastructure. Combat Tepa sends us this message. This one says, lawyer, ask the MPP man, how does credit score more beneficial than 24 hours economy? Sometimes we must be truthful to ourselves. If we dive in if we dive, okay. Two policies, we all know that credit score is subset of 24-hour economy. So, okay. Baumia chose Ghana card than choosing infrastructure, all because of policies, and it's a shame to his leadership qualities. Okay. Your message appreciated. NPP and NDC have destroyed our water bodies with impunity. Dr. Baumia and Mahama have nothing good for us. Politicians are rich. Okay. This one is coming from Nana Apia Santasi. Okay. This one says, my question is, anything external short COVID Ukraine 6 months to 2025. In any case, if Baumia wins, how can he manage country without external short? If he can manage, why not now? Because we don't have 2024 Ghanaian and 2025 Ghanaians. Ask Dr. Kukufu for me. Okay, so I'll ask you, Dr. Kukufu, at the right time. Okay, so give me 3 minutes. That will be 9:25, and I'm back to you. We continue from the studio. Good evening to you, Lord. Please tell Ofake that if UK, China, US economy is near recession, yet we borrow from them. So what is he saying? Ghana's economy is rated junk. We are booting Baumia out. Henry Anab, Asunafo North Constituency. This one is for Ofake. Now this one says, good evening to you, lawyer. Please tell the man that this already happened here in Ghana. Come to Burma camp, pay office and see. Mobile phone, TV, everything. Okay, this one too is for Ofake. Now, this one says, good evening to you, lawyer. The MPP rep is clear and articulate on his submission, but we will win hands down. This one is coming from Ebenezer Kejaji in the Bono East region. I know Kejaji. Okay. Since our democracy started, we can't pinpoint one policy of NDC that's better the life of Ghanaians. They rubbish all MPP good policies and programs. Instead of NDC to beg Ghanaians, they rather want power to be given to them. NDC to do it better, like one-time premium, free SHS. Now NDC extending to all private schools, etc., etc. Okay. Okay, I've only 1 minute. Lawyer, please tell the MPP people to respond early to the plea of the bank customers who are waiting for their money because their numbers very significant to make a difference. Piece of advice. Okay. James Mensah, organizer, MPP, La Côte d'Ivoire branch says, doctor to doctor breaking the 8 for 2024 because of the good works for Ghanaian people. So far, so good. It is possible, he says. Okay, so time is up. I'm back to the studio, and straight away, Prince, Yanko, Mamima, 10 minutes. Okay, so let's look at any area that you want to handle. Yeah.
Opportunity, I do justice to the submission, but said the word the car clarify. You've put me in this tight condition, but because many opportunity. I see Ghana's economy, even right from onset, I can defend the point.
Permit you, you are 1 minute to be accounted for. I thought I'd done justice to PV's message, but he wants me to an upgrade of the message. So let me read it to your hearing.
Yeah.
I don't think Dr. Kukufu understands what reset means. He has no idea about what his party is proposing. Upgrade. Is Dr. Kukufu aware that his government is now embarking on another debt restructuring with local banks and suppliers?
No, international banks.
Okay.
Let me do that clarification.
Okay. Does he understand what that means? Okay, so read my message in its entirety.
So,
okay, so
lawyer,
that is the PV. I'm sure this satisfies your.
okay. Lawyer,
Prince, yes, uncle.
The subject matter, whether reset or upgrade, Ghana needs both of them. And may pick it from an angle of Ghana's economy. Ghana, in your family, 1957, and the economy, a share Osagyefo for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. After the overthrow of Osagyefo for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah on the 24th February, 3 months after the overthrow, Ghana called IMF for our first IMF bailout. Why I subscribe to both reset and upgrade. On this, I subscribe to reset. The underlying factors, Ghana called IMF in 1966. 50 years down the line, the same factors, and they call the current IMF here woman. So as a student of economics, I don't see any upgrade. If any solution of upgrade, successive government after 50 years, and for the record, said ye for better CNT. And nearma ye did two Osagyefo for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah dear call IMF in 1966, I think 18th May, 3 months after the overthrow. Economic factors, Ghana for accusation of mismanagement of the nation's resources. You see the deteriorating economy, high interest rate, high exchange rate, empty reserve. Said the saying somewhere February. Na Ghana ye coffers na 2 weeks penny bit ma survive. High unemployment rate. Then the tag of corruption and economic hardship fall in the price of cocoa price in the 60s, etc. 60 years. The same factors in the coin. And near my can hey, and the John Mahama call IMF in 2015. And one a day, you can saying, Nanado government, as why then, I call IMF. Now, said the tier for better masinti. I'm going to read out factors here. Yeah, Mahama de call IMF in 2015. Now factors here, Nanado de call IMF 2015. Now, Madika 1966. Now a tier for NJJ. In 2015, IMF gave 3 reasons Ghana at the call IMF. The first reason was that the prolonged doomso, which is an internal factor. The second reason was that there was a terminology here as the spillover of the slowdown in China. So I quickly gone into the archives. What is the meaning of that word, the spillover? According to IMF, I will be a core internet or person or follow discussion in Ibiano. Ubetmenyan womu publication on you can say 6 November 2012. They defined what the word spillover means. It simply means that whenever there's a slowdown in investment in China, it affects all their supply chain. And over here, and I'm saying Ghana, yes, we're depending on China. Now when we go through that crisis, it also affected Bahama under that regime. So I've explained that. The external factor, within the same period, there was element of Ebola and all other swine flu, which are external factors. The current IMF, again, according to IMF, there are 3 cardinal reasons Ghana call IMF. And the government authorities or government officials have always mentioned 2. The other one, I think page 5 of the IMF document, nobody has ever mentioned it. The reason number one was that COVID-19. Number two was Russia-Ukraine. But the underlying word, pre-existing conditions. The pre-existing condition, hardly would anybody hear somebody talking about it. Now, what are the pre-existing conditions? I've mentioned what took Osajefo after the overthrow of Kwame Nkrumah. The same pre-existing conditions now, many years ago, and then after 50 years, so the point is that over the period, we have been consistent with the same level of mismanagement of the economy. Because whenever there's a small global shock, it affects Ghana and all the IMF were yakonina. Unfortunately, when we went to the last IMF, I took my time tableti obia there, even finance minister kwa no oho, a reason said dear koye, and it has been very consistent. So under such economy, we do not need an upgrade. Currently, this evening, the Minister of Finance has announced that Omaino is going back to the international market, international banks. Said the area PV, and yet domestic banks. But after reading the article, it's about international banks. Abayana J, Sikaya, then Efrumon, Umun yeden air discussion. And when you study about the debt exchange, for a country to embark on debt exchange, now economy has been mismanaged to the highest level globally. And also, I can talk of Greece, I can talk of Jamaica. Argentina did many years ago, but at least the last 20 years, these countries, Greece and Jamaica, 2010, and also was after the 2007 global economic crunch. So the point I want to make is that under the pre-existing conditions, now IMF, I'm finding it difficult to see what we are going to upgrade under this same scenario. We need to sit back as a country and rechange everything that we do. Then a factor that we must also do a reset. And I love Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. The manifesto. Lawyer, and I talked so much about it. When the point number one, growth mindset. As a Ghanaians, adia ekunye paye ye behavior. The same issue any a buying ye the resources eshe yensa near mismanaging no. Is it the upgrade from where I sit? When the vice president stated that he's going to inculcate into our curriculum the growth mindset and the behavioral change. That one alone is evident that some session or some part of your development, we don't need an upgrade. We need a reset completely, because Ghana, we have virtually everything. In the year 2007, when Yera Kufo discover oil Emma or my Ghana, Nami wo me early 20s in Imobi. No, Nami wo medeo. And I read an article where a Nigerian was cautioning Ghana. A Nigerian was cautioning Ghana because you discover oil. No? Ghana nyina bo say, oh, baby, I doing it there. That is the end of the road. 20 years after the oil discovery, according to Ghana Statistical Service once again, this year or the last 2 years, already there were 6 million Ghanaians who are into the deep poverty line. 800,000 additional Ghanaians. What is it? This simply means that the level of resources unless we do a reset of the mind, because the difference between Ghana and Dubai is that they have leadership, but who read and answer who follow the economic trajectory, almost we fail in every aspect of the economic management. So on the basis of that, I am tempted to agree that some portion of our economy needs reset, but not complete reset.
Okay.
Others also needs an upgrade. So when the former president says that you need a reset here, from where I sit, even based on the economy alone, I am tempted to agree with him.
Okay.
Again, lawyer Maming do clarification back.
Okay.
When a caller, an answer contributor made the statement to the effect that we are already running 24-hour economy. It is true. Say a running 24-hour economy or my Ghana. Some section of our economy area. But I want to place it on record. BBBA ye dia bo ma we ma abaye policy o ma mu ni nyina age atum no. Before say the policy direction e beba no. Na ade ne rane dada.
Okay.
Typical example was that as a researcher I came across that Ghana was experimenting health insurance way back in the year 2007. So a upgrade and ababedu the current level ye den ye woman enti ansa na economy ni ye ba be ka bibie be
2007 because I started 2003.
Sorry, 1997.
Okay.
And I have obi card there 1999 contribution I met me you ha e de chases here. So that thing was also
already there.
Part of the society ni be then experimented.
Okay.
Free SHS. Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah in his wisdom introduced free SHS to our brothers in the northern part of the country. Mahama, whether we like it or not, adesso me area na free ban and say also launched it partially progressive free SHS, but the current free SHS the credit MOB my Ghana yura nanado danko kufado. So the point is that whether we are practicing 24-hour economy or not, whoever is able to come out with the clear policy direction, the credit to the man. So we cannot discount it.
Thank you very much, Mr. Prince Obiri Yebua, who is a banking consultant and also policy analyst in Yumbre, justifying why we need to reset Ghana because you cannot purport to upgrade when the fundamentals are weak. Doc, Gogofu.
Yes, nipa mi enu bi bisa questions.
O Mike no so mami o.
The citizen Ima. I say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ye vice president. Now I say oba. Ima utie me a tie me ye. Na wo memu ana Ira Mahama oye injury time president, acting president. We na no osa kugina biu ameto no so aba man president all per second term kra biu no ose monsan motoma me ba be yesi wadi president eboya na montia de nase wadi president odi president no ose me Ghana for mabunu na monse me momma adwuma me mama adwuma me ye magician na makriti adwuma ose musi eho kira basika ni muboto me ye magician na medisika be gugu bia boto that I know ye president na wono ankasa ode ne manifesto aba ewo ni dinimu wono ankasa budget akọ parliament afi biara me na me wo parliament at that time afi biara ode ne budget ba o kire de obetimi aye ewo ni dinimu. The difference is here. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia vice president on far budget in core parliament that. The first time Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia I prepare manifesto in his name. No na obetimi dia ye adwuma na waka ho asem na obetimi abɔ sobo na abɔ na baso ewo ne manifesto adwuma ene de ode abeto ye nimi enti Yewura Mahama after so ye acting president now 2016 ye to abama no man be ye president. Sorry, 2012 ye to abama no be ye president. Now all per second term 2016 na still I no dey say me ye president dey na so monsan to abama me na me ba me san be biewa me be yesi ya. Now what is so wrong with a vice president on your manifesto da on meje Ghana for to me da vice president on for budget in core parliament da na o say momma me kwan na se metimi beye president de obabi o free ba ne se onye on fa manifesto mada enti oba tia gina bre bi mu a obetimi prepare ono an manifesto no de abekye Ghana for the social contract anohoba ene ahotoso a opese Ghana for nya or say ye man kwan na omra be mu na onu ntimi prepare budget statement e woni dim no fanko parliament for approval no fanya adwuma. No, that is settled. Now ye kasi ye we hu achinya ye begia de kwa IMF de ye we but me de say prince can or can boldly COVID-19 or can boldly Russian Ukraine war. We say ba no eno de obi amoso.
Yes. Pre-existing conditions.
Pre-existing conditions.
Yes.
Pre-existing conditions, was occasioned by dislocation from the external shocks, if you say it's on record, say until 2019, the economy was growing 7 point something percent.
Sure. I'll give it to you.
Yes.
Yeah.
As at 2019, the economy was growing. As at 2019, the exchange rate was faring very well. As at 2019, the friends say almost all the fundamentals now a year. Nanya sabre no na yetimi etete taxes so e wo man. Na sabre no na we are seeing say fastest growing economy. And I agree. Said there were underlying factors, but the underlying factors were occasioned by the external shocks. You can't was it, but no, you try. But you see, enya say in all this, now you are buying ogusua or ya kwano. You are buying ogusua workers, ye tria wonka, wonte that, say worker be Ghana ha, worker be ya dakatria yentia. Ya wa banya o hawchira no haw nyina mu na chi no ya tete mabunu e wo ti vet ne cod vet mu o haw ni amane hunu nyina chi no ya schools ya upgrade no ya friends say basic schools Dr. Duchum ne education ministry ya kirewa ya upgrade no hawchira nyina mu na chi no ya ntida say adwumayefo bia ya adwuma na yeso makatua yentua but ultimately ka the same under Yura Mahama Penso ahokyere ne baya to the point say o say koda school allowances training teachers ne training nurses yentimi ntua ntiampa yentua na yetwam o say a teacher for amachira de for more than 3 years me aban metua mo ka 3 months per if you say yenisika nyina a very very important one. In his term as president, he had free hand. He controlled the legislature, the political party. And he very, very key. Because NDC for after 20 now omu say you will hang parliament. Omu make you one big promise. No omu abomo deny the promise na so. Oh, you know him say promise. Omu si omu be mo man nimu aye dine pa. Omu mama mu na aye dinama yewura Akufuado. No abetu ni na America obejai omana to no adwane afiri oman mu akọ. They say so. They said so. They promised Ghanaians say ombe make sure say omamu no be ye dine. Na be mo oman nimu aye din. Now koye bopo because you hang parliament and truly hunu senate it is a government program to cry government business in eco parliament na ya de beboa amanfo asetrem ne ho ben haya it stands say omu numbers ninti omu de bogu. Mahama never faced that. Mahama wa hunu bi do hunu we bibia minim de na nka beba, but here you are President Akufuado. And now you're born trisu nyina no on ye woni power parliament abronti eni tuminti omu ye niema gu Ghana na ema Ghana kofom. I heard the speaker of parliament saying say aban kra wonya sika ntua wekeska. When was that? I think early January. Aban nya sika ntua wekeska. So that was the prayer. The prayer ne say manu munya dene na Akufuado onya konwa no to no
nwa no dey board members of parliament. Was it not just admonition and all the members of parliament? So we say a prayer asem now before so I speak asem.
Speaker can.
So it was just cautioning and all.
Cause I say aban twitia.
It was cautioning say why to monde ma ye na
na Mario Kuo no NDC aka say o be ma o manu ma ye dene. amamu no be dinama president ni aban.
That's all not as a neutral arbiter as a
yo neutral but no the committee na omudi nkomo enti ayepa omu boy no mu body tia Ghana na ye won say Kufuado no manya no nanso ekowi ase na ye Ghana na animonyam kanyame se onyame a otimi ade nyina ye epo bone a omu boy nsunsuanso a na ko omu pese ball man so onyame adaroma ya go through abeduru ne ene Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia sitting back na wo mu no hunu se ne niam sitie ose momfa tumi ne mame na mo de mame a me aniema eye papa ya beduru ne na ye wura Kufuado aban aye me metoaso na mama na konanim ni aye nyina susu se amoa no ye betwe ho afiri ho ne aya de foforo na you are talking about a friend is a free SHS SSC etoaso asembi me nwanwa sa wiki na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia board Dr. Matipoku Prempe din se Kim se ono ne running mate no sa wiki na na ewura mahama koka se free HS ya de papa no oba obetoaso na just completely oya campaign amanapo ebi so obi anim se napo na o mapani di dwumade ni share nsa na se nyanye sa be ma no wa kokoduro na wotintimie no gidia president Kufuado nya wonumu ekọ numu a anka free HS ka yijae atenie nsem keka eniema huduo bebre wo mem moye more than 47 advertisement e okrom ha modi gu free HS animase mode se no yewura mahama se ogina simpie so o se amama huduo bi kura ye anyeye afeli nti free SSS enya ade a ebetinya yeye afi kura do sika 2 billion kura on fan konkoshim na yebo nipa ni dini na ta wiki na ana wukọ shireshira free SHS na so nyame niam otimi ye ni bi no now we are talking about akwan obia kwan eni ade na yewura di se wa ma obaya me ni mienu nyina de ki free bantama nkam ka kire ne se ka me chia bantama chairman na onu abo asenso boachi minister of roads nkam ka kire se onu abo di se chia o MP sie nyina ne MP a na ma buza ne se ni fie kwa na anim ho na fe de ayede onu ti abrepo Johnson na me no of interest
okay
enti ye hu na kwan kuma se ya ye hu now aban say sani aye centralize akwan na we jabeni be free here be kwa enti district biara municipal biara metropolitan biara ye mamo set of equipments tools na mo biara mfanya ne de obiara mfa nkrakra na mo ankasa mo onu a major step towards decentralization in the local governance system road network road building now
2 minutes
sadi way a complete game changer. Your boss will see a bear side, you make Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Kokano baby. And this is for so moya day, musika, munika preba multimedia. A fair the idea and baby ya omo and now no ya zero mama or so Apache was already or Kajera Bawumia say on country MPP pieces mobile for post and tare oh some penny. So opayora Mahmoud Bawumia chew se oyeden se on country MPP parliamentary candidates mo bia fantastic and tare adea ye de aba district ho machines ye de be akwan ho really what anyway what adea bubu on kura kopim say this is bold decision ya teki ya Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ne penina trase na aban no ede aba ebeboa na saa decisions we ade a ebe me yakoyanim anti nyame mo na be adwuma nyama aya no employment creating
okay
no aka last one agenda 111 hospitals for districts here and there and this if was say na mo confess ka we no see hospitals preko 101 na district bia na ye won say usi abem na aban adwuma kuo to say Bank of Ghana o sika e wo bibia o ye adwuma na osi hospital sinkran na University of Ghana ekobobosia e wo ndin mu na aban awo ho oboa Manisi Hospital now share hospital ase na osikwa na ye on se no ano no wawie Ghana ye on se Ghana no an nkran ho kakra no a ye hu no sa wo president Akufo-Addo I say that Ghana nyankran ko Ghana nye Kumasi ko Ghana ya fa na nyinara all district be wo men bia ehia state of the art hospital see e wo sika see eni see e kwa IMF see e kwa hene me mehwe se yaye Mose chese munti bi da na no oba be kanfo se ya de papa na oba beto aso oba hina beto ade so
okay
wo go de wo ba no no wontimi nhwe no enti no mani nkoduru pempen so na wo ni gidie wo no mu na wo mpese ke eba wo no kra no ye mfa ne mehye wo nsa mesremo anuanom Ghanafo titu minianom asante men the election belongs to us 2024 election eye menem ye election Mumma yentu abanuma New Patriotic Party yenfa Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia meye president na yenhwe adwuma obetimi aye enu ne bema ye kwan ama ya kan se President Rawlings bedi ade mum yenhwe de otimi ye je Kufo His Excellency bedi ade yenhwe de otimi ye Professor Mills ebedi president yenhwe de otimi ye Mr. Dramani Mahama ebedi president yenhwe de otimi ye na Nadu Danko Akufo-Addo abedi president den no otimi ye na afi Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia nso bedi president den na wotimi aye.
Okay, thank you very much. Obeti sorry.
Lawyer say ayi na no kami TV na wo a wo begigi collection nko ati.
Your collection will be safe. I mean, you know,
necessary guys. The guys have it.
Collection will be safe.
Beti asora collection ba na mi arab de beto ho dia. E ba be yo de law beto so ho. The law beto to ho ba be yes.
Okay, so good evening to you, lawyer. I like your outfits. Okay, thank you very much. Lawyer, I think the 1992 Constitution is too old. Even some Bible verses have been changed since 1992. Lawyer, the rate at which Galamsey is going on in Achuma Ponwa district is too alarming. Lawyer, can these politicians look straight into our eyes and say they are not aware, including opposition and DC executives in the district? I think, okay. So this is coming from KB Mpasatia. KB's message. Now, this one says, MPP still campaigning for what? To continue to spoil this country. Sam Robert Takwa sends us this message. Now, this one says, good evening to you, lawyer. I'm saying Mans from Jache Bosomche. Ghanaians should know that JDM doesn't have any policy that can take this country to the promised land. With the exception of MPP, let's all come out on December 7 and vote for Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia. This one says, good evening to you, lawyer. Former President Mahama and his NDC go round telling Ghanaians to sankofa. We should sankofa what? Corruption, doomsor, and hardship they imposed on us during their 8 years in government. Atasifa Dumase sends us this message. This one says, good evening to you, lawyer. NPP has failed Ghanaians. But to be frank, Mahama and NDC are not the option. Tony Adai, Pokudiasi News Sites. Kumasi sends us this message. This one says, good evening to you, lawyer. I, Obed Kwao, from Western North, Bibiani. Lawyer, tell the MPP that when the fundamentals are weak, nothing can be upgraded. The only thing we can do is to reset, but not upgrade. Okay, we are heading towards victory. NDC all the way, he says. Lawyer, I am trader driver since 2000. Habos did 24 hours. Okay. Now back to the studio. We have 5 minutes to end the show. Enyumbre Motie, Dr. Henry Kwabena Kokofu Esquire, aka Bantama Shatawale, aka Chairman Kokofu, and all the other names. You are what a Prince Obiri Yaboa, who is a banking consultant, who is also a policy analyst. Before the two of them, there was John the Baptist. John the Baptist of Ake, who came to clear the way with his credit rating system that will also help Ghana. Now give them, the gentleman, 2 minutes, and then we can run away from here. 2 minutes. A Prince.
Oh, yeah.
2 minutes. Let's end the show. Let's hit.
So, said the Odi Kaka introduction.
Is the mic on?
Yes, it's
okay.
on.
Okay.
Barely 92, 93 days in Ghana. My message is a message of peace. Say, why do you say, Oma we munya, Koneko stranded woman, and I won't say system near them. But the minya opportunity, Konanam Honomono, 3 days pa me buy, me who say, baby, ni we are see a deche krumha. And Fahon, any DBC at this moment, in who say, oh my Ghana, and ye sumno. The two political parties will be the message ebeba just to entice you, the voter. It is up to you. So we make your objective analysis of semna umodeye then banono na tam no so wakwa kotoaba. And sema ekoso nyina tension bi a pese sorry ni nyina no, we should know say system no Ghana eye oman pa wotenamu na ye ho ye wadwuma ye devoid of politics. Say we need politics here. You can still live a good life.
Okay.
Say me share ye mu bi baby ye free bar baby ye go school. That time better be time me go school me anka. Lawyer me be doctor me we school. Not the whole school population year 68. Tetrem secondary school. The whole school 68. Lawyer. The whole school 68.
Okay.
From 1 to come at the year chance of year 12. By ne metimia fama and crofo PhD na almost done deal. Ne metiha my year juma men family ho kwan share politics muda.
Yeah, that's
say me kwa bi wo ho. I want to tell you the listener out there say emfa ho ne what the NDC MPP will do. When you are focused, you can make a living for yourself.
Thank you very much. That's a profound statement. Doc, your mic is on.
Yeah.
2 minutes.
Yes, Prince, you've made my night. When I'm nakasa, yeah. Na kakram de beka hone se yeni o mabia kan Ghana ho. Sure. De onyame ededom ye ani. Sometimes mejitum we can defo do baby na o kase nki betimi aya chen sei. We can do better. Mfa hone kakra yetimi aye. Na nia yaye bia nso a enkoyie na enye no. Esese yenya ahunu na yenya hobrase na yegitum na ye move on. Me dom New Patriotic Party. Me wojidie wo Dr. Mahmoud Bawumiamu say oye the next president obitimi aboa ama oman na konanim. Mesrew wa wutie me na wo hwe me. Enhwa akoma utim popo wabema bu a ebekenya se wabasemu ahodwa ebekenya se mpo wani afiri ho so na se utonko a baby okra se esam wanim wani ba ho so. This is Ghana. We are talking about our future. We're talking about the youth. Youth in the only say young associate youth for no Yeah.
No further comment. On that note, we thank you very much, the Associate Youth Chairman, Dr. Henry Kwabena Kokofu Esquire. Thank you very much, Prince Obiri Yeboah, a banking consultant and policy analyst. Thank you so much, Ofake. Thank you so much, the producers of this great show. Without you, there will be no punch. So much grateful for everything that you do for the program. Mwamu sheye mwamu tiyen enye mwa ye metra ha emeson ye da mwa sesemo ne ya trabesi sa abri nyankopon e adoma na wo twese na ebesia besomo ewo punch dwumadie so ewo Kessben meeting ede Ohene Gyan lawyer. Thank you and I say thank you. Bye bye.